Just before we get into this video, I just wanted to remind you guys I am still doing that 25,000 Robux giveaway in my Discord on my Twitch. So basically subscribe, like. If you're not subscribed, you can't win the giveaway, but join my Discord. I'm going to be streaming and you'll figure out how to win the giveaways from there. I'm probably going to be giving them around like Christmas time when AA releases for like my convenience, because I feel like a lot of people are going to want their thing as a battle pass. But also, because like if you don't get it as a battle pass, it's going to come through Please Donate, so you'll lose a bit of the Robux. But also, if I get content creator in the Anime Adventures Discord, if I like meet the requirements, I'll do a massive giveaway then. I don't know how much, I'll decide around the time, but yeah, so like subscribe, like, comment, helps boost my video in the algorithm, and I'll get to my goal sooner. But let's just get into the video. Alright, so if you guys have watched any of my videos, you obviously know I've talked a lot of good about AA, but I just wanted to go over in today's video about some of the things that could be negative about AA when it comes back. A lot of these things are just like personal experiences from the past that I think they should change on re-release. Now, for the first one, I'm not really sure about this one, because I don't think they can just remove the system after adding it, because I mean, a lot of people enjoy using this. So this was the matchmaking system. So when they added the matchmaking system, it seemed like a great idea. You know, you could play with other people, you didn't have to go into the Discord to make it easier for mobile players and stuff like that, right? Unfortunately, with the addition of that matchmaking system, you were able to basically just macro anything by getting other people to carry you. Basically, what you'd do is you'd create a macro, you'd click play, or click areas, whatever, get teleported to that area. And for AA, I remember you used to teleport to around here, and you'd just walk in here, and you'd just matchmake. I seem to be bugged. Can I reset? I can't reset. Can I just click play? I can. Alright. You used to be able to just walk in there, click matchmaking, and get carried by other random people. Now obviously that's an issue, because first of all, you're able to get everything easily for free. You could also do it with the raids as well. You could do it with the Kid Boo raid. Now the issue with that is also it makes it harder for other players who are just trying to play the game normally. Like especially for the Halloween hunt, a lot of players wouldn't be able to complete it if they didn't have all their players there, because sometimes you'd have 2-3 people all AFKing in the same matchmaking thing, and that would just unfortunately ruin it for other players. Now, I don't know if there's any good way to get around it, because I feel like removing the system's a bad idea, keeping it how it is a bad idea. I'm not sure, there's not really much you can do. And if they made a thing to get all of the people, like, banned from AA for doing that, so many players would get banned, it'd take too much time, it wouldn't be worth it. Yeah, I'm not really sure that there's not really an easy way to go about that. Another issue I remember that was pretty prominent was, why am I blanking on it now? Another issue with AA was the fact that when you were re-rolling, because basically AA never had a confirmed to re-roll when you had decent trades, a lot of players would be re-rolling. I seem to be lagging. Oh, there we go, it's fixed. Oh, I'm bugged, I can't. Yeah, never mind. But a lot of people would be re-rolling on the units, and they would click, and they'd keep re-rolling, they'd be re-rolling a bit too fast, maybe, and they'd click again, and they would lose their unique, or you'd lose their mythic trait, or they'd just lose, in general, a trait they'd like to keep. Now, obviously, with a lot of new tower defenses now, they have that, but I also feel like they had that because a lot of people are spending a lot more rerolls than in AA. In AA, you would normally, oh, wait, here we are, it's working now. So say you were just like rerolling, you'd just be like rerolling, oh, and look at that, I've rerolled off the golden. So, there wasn't really any counter that. I don't know, they might have already done that, but that's a nice little quality of life feature they could add. Another issue is a lot of new tower defense games, this is another quality of life thing. They've got like, they've got a keybind to upgrade, they've got like a keybind to sell, stuff like that, which is just pretty convenient overall. It just means you don't have to be going over there and you can use your keyboard actually rather than just for movement. This one's not really like a thing that was bad about the game, it's just I'm kind of salty about it. Guild rewards never came out. They were there for a very long time. I really wanted my guild rewards. I wanted those rerolls. But there's actually not too many issues that I think there's currently, like, sorry, not currently. Not many issues that I think there was in the game that I can think of, but I can think of issues on re-release. And that's definitely to bend to the will of the newer players coming to AA. A lot of these newer players who are coming to AA have quite a selfish mindset as to where they want everything to be reset. They want a lot more trait rerolls, they want a lot of that kind of stuff. But it doesn't really work for Anime Adventures. The whole point of Anime Adventures was you would play the update, you'd get your secret unit, you'd use like one of them, and then you'd try and grind for more, try and grind for shinies, stuff like that, to trade. Because if you don't have that like actual reason to grind, there's nothing to do in the game. Because in these newer games, they're using rerolls as the incentive, they're cutting out the trading part, but that ruins the fact that, you know, there's a rarity to the trait rerolls, and there's no reason for every single unit in your team to have mythic traits. Like, a team like this is the team of someone who definitely has spent thousands and thousands of dollars. Like, obviously these aren't very great units, but this is just a rip-off. If they had this many units at least, they've probably spent quite a bit of money on the game. Unless they have been grinding since the start of the game. Which goes to show that you can definitely get, like, I know someone who hasn't spent like any money on Anime Adventures. They had like Iron's unique, they had like, I think they had Hanami unique, they had a bunch of uniques. They had like Homida, a bunch more uniques. And they never spent any money on the game. So it's definitely possible to get good traits even with the rare rerolls. And that's because people in a game like this, where rerolls are rare, will buy rerolls and trade them because they want to get units and they want to get those cosmetics. But they don't want to grind the update that much. So they'll trade it, although it missed the update, they'll trade those rerolls to players who actually did grind the update, and they will get those and they will be able to spin with them. So if they get bent to the will of like the newer players who have played all these other tower defenses like ALS, AV, all these other tower defenses where you basically just get rerolls for free. You just get them from like completing stages, you get them from like leveling up, you get a bunch from like that. Obviously those players are going to want more rerolls, but the older players who know that, you know, you don't need traits in this game aren't going to want that many rerolls. Like, they might want a little bit more, because I must say it was quite hard to get rerolls, but not much more. Not much more. Because if you give too many trait rerolls, as I said, it's basically like inflation. It's like giving away too much money. It loses its value, and then there's no base currency for a game. You kind of have to think about it like that. But another issue that could arise with the game coming back is a lot of people are saying that the quality of this game isn't going to be as good as other games like Anime Vanguards. I personally don't believe it at all. I've always preferred AA over AV in quality. Like, the units have always looked nice, the VFX has always looked nice. Like, this is a rip-off I'm in currently, so obviously it's not going to look anywhere near as good as AA normally would. But the upgrade UI was always nice. People are saying the GUI in the lobby isn't that great on Anime Adventures, and I don't really see it. Like, as I've said, this is a copy, so none of this is going to be as nice. But even then, this is still quite nice. Like, I'm pretty sure this is what actually happens in Anime Adventures, where, you know, it like slides up, you get to see your units. All of the UI looks really nice, really well made. None of it's like ever bugged out for me. I can't say the same for Anime Vanguards. The summon animations bug quite often, so I'm not sure. I've always just preferred the A lobby as well. The lobby just looks really nice in my opinion. That's something I hope. I mean, I think in the trailer they showed that they showed the AA lobby, and that looked completely fine. Looked the same. It just seemed to be like Christmas themed. Had like candy canes and snow, so that was pretty nice. Oh, sorry. Sneezed. Another thing I liked about Anime Adventures, that I hope they add some more of, is relics. So, basically with the relics, you could get things like Lost Vein, where you would get, like, critical chance, you'd get, every, so, like, I think it was like every 4, 5, or 6 hits, you got an 100% crit chance. That was, like, really nice feature. Basically just gives, you can select certain units to have a like passive kind of. They also had curses in Anime Adventures. I would like to see Sukuna's fingers become more obtainable, because curses are really hard to get, and they're more of like a free-to-play thing. I mean, you can still pay to win them obviously, but you know, you can obtain them rather easily from the well, not that easily, they're kind of rare from the Jujutsu Infinite. So it'd be kind of nice to see those obtainable more of a way. If they do, like, maybe if they do a Jujutsu Kaisen update, add another way to get these cursed fingers so we can reroll curses. Star Eminence, that's another topic I wanted to talk about. So, Anime Adventures obviously had normal rerolls, but then they also had Star Eminence, which I liked as a feature. Basically, these were the free-to-play rerolls that you would be getting from, like, the daily and the, like, sometimes hourly challenge and the shop, as you just saw up there. So these Star Eminence, for a mythic unit, it required 5 to spin once. For a legendary, it was 3, I believe, and it was 1 for epics. Basically, with these, they were most of the time just used to reroll on farms, but if you're a free-to-play player completely, you would often reroll on your units as well. But I would like to see those come a little bit more obtainable. Like, maybe give more from the dailies, maybe give some more from the hourlies as well. Maybe make them cheaper in the shop up here. Oh, that's another topic I wanted to talk about. Gems in Anime Adventures was always a lot harder to get in Anime Vanguards. I honestly think that's fine. Like, most of the time, you'd have to prep for an update. So instead of just like an update coming out and you grinding gems after the updates come out, most of the time before an update comes out, you'd get ready, you'd check if the if, like, it was going to be a banner update, or if instead it was going to be like a Portals event update kind of thing. Now, a lot of people said it was way too hard to get gems in Anime Adventures, but honestly, it wasn't too bad. There was a lot of ways to get them. I mean, obviously you could just do stories. You had a lot of daily, like, quests and weekly quests. You got some from Battle Pass. So I'm not really sure they need to change that. That seemed fine. Though, I would like to see the use of standard banner more, because the standard banner, basically, you can't get any of the new units on it. It's really just only the old ones. So, on Anime Adventures, you can click on it and you can see you can get every single unit on the special banner. But on the standard banner, for some reason, you can't get anything higher than like the Hunter x Hunter or something like that update. So you really can't get too many units. It seems kind of weird that the special banner's constantly on, but I don't know. Everyone's kind of used to it now. Another thing is, I'd like to see more uses of, like, stuff like the Cursed Womb and the Cursed Academy raid. So the Cursed Womb's where you'd get the fingers from, actually. So when you do the Jujutsu Infinite, you'd get Cursed Womb keys. then you'd come to the Curse Worm, hop in, it'd cost you a key every time, and you'd get 1 finger. Maybe they could do something that just makes it that the drop chance is anywhere from like 1 to 3 fingers, 3 being really, really rare, and 2 being like quite rare, 1 being normal. Just so that it's like a bit easier to obtain, less of a grind. You could get them from Battle Pass as well. That is true. So that wasn't terrible, I guess. Now I've seen a lot of people saying that as soon as Anime Adventures comes back, they want a massive code. I don't think that's a great idea. I mean, yeah, they've been away for a while, so a code would be quite nice when they re-release like a, I don't know, just some sort of code. But I've seen a lot of people saying they want like 200 rerolls, but I feel like that's too much. Like at most, I'd say what they should do is they do a like when they had the anniversary event on, they gave you there was like a little gift thing in every day you logged in for like the month. You got like gems, like 5 rerolls, gems, 5 rerolls. What's like, you know, going on? So I reckon maybe like 50 rerolls from that would be enough. And like, I don't even know if they should give any rerolls from the code, because Anime Adventures never given rerolls from codes, I don't believe. Not in the time that I've played, I don't remember it. But I definitely think they shouldn't start giving out rerolls like other games do. It's just not a great idea. A lot of people are going to disagree with me, but I don't really care. I genuinely just don't believe it's a great idea. On top of that, I feel like they should definitely start adding a lot of content for like newly released anime. I do wonder, since a lot of anime is released since then, like a lot of anime, like 1000 Year Blood War Part 2 has come out, a lot more One Piece stuff's come out. Wano's finished now, so they could do a Wano update. For One Piece, there's like a whole lot that's come out. They could do more Dragon Ball stuff. I mean, unfortunately, the author of Dragon Ball did pass away while AA was down. And they had a lot of Dragon Ball content. They did a Dragon Ball update though, just before the game shut down, so I don't think they'll do another one like too soon. I mean, a lot of people probably want a Jujutsu Kaisen update. I don't really care. I'm not too big of a fan of Jujutsu Kaisen. In my opinion, it's kind of overrated. Don't hate me for that. But obviously a lot of new content they can make stuff on. A lot of new events they could possibly do. Like, I remember they did the Chainsaw Man event a while ago, which was just in this area here, and they had more stuff like that. Another thing that I was gonna say was, what was it? Oh, that's right. It's to do with like the stats of units. So with the stats of units in Anime Adventures, there was also a stat transfer like in Anime Vanguards, but it was completely different. The way the Anime Adventures stat transfer worked was when you were transferring a unit, you could only transfer from Mythic to Mythic. I think Mythic to Secret to Mythic, like that kind of stuff. But there was, instead of it being a 100% chance and resetting your unit, it would completely delete your unit, and it was only a 50% chance. I'm not sure they can keep it that way. They can change it. I don't know. I feel like it's kind of good that way. In Anime Vanguards, you know, you kind of just get SSS, well, Godly in that game's case, Godly on all of your units, because you just get like one unit. You just keep re-rolling on it with all your with all your stat chips, and get Godly, transfer it onto your other units. Keep re-rolling, you know? Just keep doing that. In Anime Adventures, it was a lot more risky. There was a chance it failed, and a lot of the time it was very, very rare to get an SSS. So a lot of people didn't get fully like SSS unique units unless they were YouTubers or people who played the game very, very consistently. I don't think they should change it. I don't think it'll impact the game too much, but it'll just mean that basically they'll have to scale everything to higher stats because, you know, everyone can transfer higher stats. I think that's all I wanted to talk about this video. I'm going to be dropping another video soon talking about, what was it? Oh, why am I so forgetful right now? I think it's because it's so hot. Shoot, I forgot. I completely forgot. I'm not sure. All I know is another video soon. I'll remember in a little bit and record it. But thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe. This video is quite long. Basically just a whole yap fest, but thank you guys and see ya.
You never see it coming.